Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at set number 76230, one of the newest LEGO Spider-Man sets, this Venom buildable action figure. I don't know what they're calling this new line of sets, but this is the one that interested me the most, so that is the one that I decided to pick up, and so we're going to be taking a look at it today. So this set is $25 in the US, which on height alone, I believe is a good price, because when compared to one of my Marvel Legends action figures, Spider-Man's head is just barely above Venom's waist, which is just really it shows how big this thing actually is. Let me get a wide view here. Like, this thing is, let's actually bring it over here and compare it to the Daily Bugle. So this is just above the billboard on the Daily Bugle, and I don't even have it at its full height because I have it in this cool pose. It gets taller because at the legs, at their full height, at its full height, his head is all the way to the top of the second level of the Daily Bugle. That is just really insane to me personally, because I was not expecting this figure to be nowhere near as tall. And because this figure is tall, actually, probably the other buildable figures, like the Spider-Man one and the Miles Morales one, they're probably also very tall. So based on height alone, price value, I think, is very good. And moving on to the accessibility, this guy is very, very posable. His arms have joints in them, like at the elbows, you got right here, and then you can move them around right here. And this shoulder pad moves a little bit because it's on a hinge. And then you got the hand here, which is also on a hinge, and you can move it. And I really like the design of these hands because they're very claw-like and they look very, very sharp. So that's both arms. You got 1, 2, 3 joints on each arm, and then you have the legs, which they got one joint. You can move it like this, and then you got another joint which is on like a hinge similar to the shoulder pad one, and you can move it around right there. And then you got the bottom one, the foot, which is the same hinge as this one right here. So you got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 joints on the legs, just the same as the arms, which allows for some pretty cool poses as seen as in the beginning of the video. And finally, my favorite part of this build is just the chest, because of these printed spider logo pieces. So not only does he have these on the front too, but he has these on the back. And I think that design-wise, I do think that looks really good. Also design-wise, his head looks really creepy and scary. I like the way that his jaw is built separately from the base of the head, so you can pose it around all you want. You can take the tongue out, but it doesn't look as good. It just kind of looks weird. And again, all of these pieces are printed. There's not one sticker in the set, which I really appreciate, because we all know, if we build Lego, we all know putting stickers on the build are a hassle. And one last thing I want to mention about the accessibility is that his chest moves, so you can get him in all sorts of things. You can have him like this if you want to, but I don't know why you'd want that, but you can. So there are a lot of points for movability, which I really like about this figure. One little point I want to make here, his base, and pretty much just all of him, he is very, very sturdy, so this definitely allows for a rougher play. So if you wanted to drag this guy through the mud or rocks, he would probably withstand it, except his pieces would probably get scratched. So don't drag him through the rocks, though. You don't want to scratch his pieces. So overall, I do believe this is a very good set, not just because of the price, because of the value, but because if you were a fan of like the older themes like Bionicle, and like way back in the early days of the superhero sets, when they made those buildable figures like the Batman, Joker, Green Lantern, those type of figures, you were definitely going to enjoy this new line of sets that they're having, and especially this Venom figure. He allows for a lot of different movement, and one of my favorite times that I've had playing with him, definitely just getting him in some of those weird poses. Definitely going to do this one on the box next, just because it looks so cool with him roaring and all. So definitely worth the 25 bucks. I would say the only little thing I would maybe add to the set is that maybe include a smaller Venom minifigure, just to like give it that extra touch, that extra thing it needs. And then I'd probably say it's a very, very good set. Definitely worth your time. So that is going to be it for this set review. Thank you for watching. This is probably one of my quicker set reviews. I want to make them shorter, want to make them faster, more enjoyable. So, if you want to buy this set, or heck, any of the newer Spider-Man buildable figures, I will leave a link in the description for you to buy them. Also in the description, subscribe. Come on now, if you haven't already. I don't know what you're doing, but you gotta subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it. It's free after all. And I might actually get the Spider-Man buildable minifigure. I mean, I enjoyed this one so much, I might get the other one. I don't know. But until next time, adios.